This is the new E-Class Mercedes, what Merc are referring to as the world's best business car, which is a pretty bold statement, seeing as every E-Class made after this one in the early 90s was frankly disappointing. It's a little bit bigger than before. Prices start at 29 grand, and if your name's Tiger Faldo, you're going to be amazed to know you can fit 4 golf bags in the back of that. But is it any good? Well, I've got 3 outrageously practical tests to find out. Test number 1, the tech test. There are 3 headline technologies in the new Mercedes E-Class, the first of which is an active bonnet system for pedestrian safety. If a pedestrian decides to run at the car, what happens is some springs under the rear portion of the bonnet come up by 50 millimetres. And that gives a larger crumple zone and also a softer impact for the person you hit. Second is the advanced parking guidance system, which helps you slot into spaces. If you're doing less than 10 miles an hour, the graphic on the dash will show the ideal steering angle to get into the spaces. It sort of works, but the system's a bit clunky. You could just use no system at all and just reverse the car. Finally, something called attention assist. There are 72 different aspects which are monitored while you're driving, and if you start to slow your responses in any way, the car will start bonging at you, and a logo of a coffee cup suddenly gets bigger and tells you to take a break. So, compared to its biggest rival, the BMW 5 Series, the Merc has got more technology and, crucially, more safety kit. So, test 1, Benz wins. Number 2, the extreme comfort test. As much as we all like to think we want a rock-hard sports car, the actuality is we just want to waft about, feeling supremely pampered, and that's exactly what I'm going to do now. Is the Merc E a more relaxing car than the BMW 5? And I'm going to achieve that by strapping a heart rate monitor to my body and then doing some physical exercise and then climbing on the back of the cars and using them as a chill-out zone, seeing how my heart recovers. Right, we're in the BM 5 Series. The heart rate's still pretty high, actually. I'm like 159, so it's quite high. In the E-Class, BPM's come down to 100, so it's coming down nicely. I'm reasonably fit. My heart rate has just risen, and it's because I've got a little bit troubled by the fact that the BM's looking a little bit dated now. It's definitely a quieter car. The Mercedes is definitely the better of the 2 cars when it comes to comfort. This wins the test. Final test, the inconspicuous consumption test. No one likes a flash showy banker, especially in a recession, so the Mercedes has got to be as subtle as it is suave. That's the new Mercedes E-Class.
Yep.
And behind it is the BMW 5 Series.
I like this one. Not depending on the money, but for the style.
Normally I don't like BMWs at all, so
OK.
In comparison with that one, I think I do prefer the BM.
Hi. Yeah. I want to know your opinion on these cars.
That's probably a bit more.
You think the E?
Classy, if you're looking for a classy look.
It does look beautiful.
Mercedes.
Why?
Because I've got one.
I like the Beamer.
Do you?
Yeah.
Ah, interesting. OK.
Just looks a bit more sexy, I think.
I definitely prefer the BMW because I don't like the front of that. It's quite bulky and quite aggressive looking.
It looked like something NASA designed.
Now, that was a closer contest than I thought. Overall, the Merc won the votes, but, crucially, I think the E is the car you'd probably want to be driven in. The BMW is the car you'd probably want to drive. The Merc's packed with tech, it's comfortable, but it is a bit flash and awkward to look at. I'd give it 7.5 out of 10.
OK, so the E-Class is a good car, I agree with that, but my problem has always been E-Class equals airport taxi. In years to come, I can see him lined up outside Berlin's airport, all in beige.